Well, hello there, beautiful. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I trust that you are doing well. My name is Lara Akinola, and over here on this channel, we are passionate and intentional about our personal development and growth. In today's video, I'm in my feelings. But seriously, how many times have you heard that phrase, I'm in my feelings? Or even somebody telling another person, get out of your feelings. You're in your head, living in your feelings. How many times have you heard it before? And more to the point, how has your feelings or your emotions impacted the different decisions you've made in life? Because in this video, we are going to be exploring how living in your feelings can hinder your growth or absolutely kill your development. So this video is broken into two parts. In the first part, I will be talking about some reasons why living in your feelings can hinder your growth or even completely kill your development. And in the second part of this video, I'm going to be sharing some practical tips on how to go through your feelings without allowing them to hinder your growth. So I may or may not be able to talk about everything in this particular video because I don't want it to be too long. But if I don't finish it in this video, then I will surely do a follow-up video. Okay, so watch out for that. Let's get into this. First, what does the phrase even mean, living in your feelings or living in your head? What does it actually mean? The way I understand it, living in your feelings means to fully acknowledge and experience your emotions, both positive and negative, without trying to suppress or avoid them. It's about being present with your feelings, allowing yourself to feel what you feel them deeply, and understand their impact on your actions and behaviors. Okay, so nobody is saying that you shouldn't feel what you feel. Nobody is saying that you should repress how you feel or you should deny or ignore how you feel. You can actually go through what you feel. You can feel it, okay, and be present with your emotions. Some may even say it is self-awareness, that you are being self-aware, which is fine. That's fine, but did you know that you can be self-aware in a way that will not be harmful or deterrent to your development, right? And talking about self-awareness, I did some videos on this topic and I will leave them here for you so click and watch that. It will tell you about what self-awareness is and the benefits, how being self-aware will benefit you. Okay, so back to this video. So now that we know what it means to live in your feelings, let's now talk about how living in your feelings could actually hinder your success, hinder your development and your growth. So number one, and I said number one, it's not in any particular order, it's just in the order in which I have listed them. So if I'm saying about number two, it's just what I've written down. It's not in any descending order, okay? So number one, the fundamental thing that we need to understand is that though our emotions are natural, they are not permanent. Feelings or emotions are not always permanent. They fluctuate based on circumstances, energy levels, and even some external factors like weather or stress or national crisis or somebody's behavior that you have absolutely no control over. Okay, they fluctuate daily. And yet we find that many people make long-term decisions based on short-term feelings. When we allow our feelings to dictate our actions, we become inconsistent, unreliable, and will be easily derailed from our goals, which in turn will undermine our progress, will not allow us to progress, to develop, to get to where we need to go to. You want to grow? You can't live in your head, because growth requires steady effort over time, not just action when we feel like it. It's not every day you feel like doing what you are doing, but you have to get up and do it anyway. Remember, feelings change, but success requires repeated effort. If you only work on your goals when you are motivated or when you feel like it, your progress will be slow and sporadic, and your growth will also be stunted. So your takeaway from this point is that feelings are temporary, but growth requires consistency. Let me know in the comment section where you've made a decision based on how you feel, and let me know what the outcome is. Share with us in the comment section below. Okay, so the second reason why I believe living in your head will hinder your progress or hinder your development is that emotions can be misleading. Emotions or feelings can be misleading. Feelings are real. I'm not saying that they're not real. They are real, but they are not always true. It can distort the truth and make you believe that something is real when it's not. At best, they are assumptions, and you can't always make the right decisions based on just what you assumed. For example, you are quitting a goal that you are pursuing or a project that you are embarking on because it is challenging, because there are valid challenges that are coming your way. There is resistance and opposition that makes you feel like maybe I'm punching above my weight here, maybe I've bitten more than I can chew, and then you give up. Or you are anxious, you feel discouraged, you are fearful, and you just give up. Those emotions are assumptions, because what if those challenges, that resistance, that oppositions, what if they are facilitating your growth? What if they are just stretching you and trying to pull out of you the qualities that you did not know that you have, the character that you did not know that you have, the skills, the capabilities that you didn't know that you have? But those challenges require those qualities, those skills, the resilience that you didn't know that you have, the patience that you didn't know that you have. What if they are facilitating that growth, that development in you? Fear, doubt, and frustration can make you think you are failing when you are learning, when actually what you're doing is you are learning. You are learning. So don't always give up because of how you feel, because your emotions may be misleading you. Alternatively, why don't you evaluate the situation logically? Take some time to evaluate it logically. Ask yourself, what are the facts? And separate those facts from your emotions and see where it leads you. You're welcome. The third reason why I believe that living in your head or living in your emotions or acting on your emotions can truncate your growth is that, or can be harmful or detrimental to your growth, is that short-term feelings can sabotage long-term goals. And I know I've alluded to this point above, but I just think that it's worth expanding on its own. Short-term feelings can sabotage long-term goals. Giving in to how you feel in the moment often leads to regret, or reacting based on emotions rather than responding with wisdom can lead to broken relationships and in some cases missed opportunities. Yes, I know that some instances will require you to be decisive and to make a quick decision, but what you also don't want is to feel pressured, for you to feel pressured to make a reactionary decision in the heat of the moment. It's always good to pause and consider what you're about to say or do, the decision you're about to make, logically before you proceed. Okay? And the fourth reason why I believe living in your head can be harmful to your development is that negative emotions can become excuses. It can become excuses, the reason why you don't take actions. And fear-based feelings especially can prevent you from taking risks. It can cause you to be absolutely risk averse, right? Feelings like frustration, disappointment, and boredom can tempt you to abandon what you started or to not even start at all. Fear, doubt, and insecurity stop people from stepping outside of their comfort zones. But the issue here is that whilst your emotions will try to keep you safe, growth requires a level of discomfort, because courage isn't the absence of fear, but moving forward in spite of it. If you are going to grow, you are going to have to learn to be okay with being uncomfortable. Move out of your comfort zone where you feel exposed in some cases, where you feel alone in some cases, where you feel confused in some cases, but you'd have the vision. You have to trust the vision and go through anyway. Don't allow frustration or disappointment or fear and all of these negative emotions to cause you to abandon what you started, or to cause you to not even start at all and stop you from taking risks. Comfort zone will keep you safe, but it will not allow you to grow. It's just as simple as that. Okay, show up, even if it's just by taking small steps. Even when you're not motivated, it's not every day you are going to be motivated. Just show up and take small steps towards what you need to achieve, in spite of how you feel, in spite of the negative feelings that you are feeling towards that thing. And the motivation will come later. And actually, I find that the more you take steps, the more confident you become, the more your confidence rise. Okay, and the more those negative feelings get stripped off of you. But you are not going to be able to achieve that level of confidence or growth or development if you give in to how you feel, if you give in to the fear and the disappointment and the whatever negative feelings, frustration, whatever negative feelings you are feeling. Okay, don't live in your head. Don't allow your negative emotions, your negative feelings to stop you from taking risks and to stop you from proceeding with your goal or with your project, whatever it is that you want to achieve. And finally, the fifth reason why I believe that living in your head or living in your feelings will hinder your development is lack of emotional discipline. It's the lack of emotional discipline. We've all heard of emotional intelligence, but what about emotional discipline? Because it's all part of it. Because lack of emotional discipline will lead to stagnation and will damage your resilience. If you only act when you feel like it, you will develop low resilience. The most successful people push through discomfort and adversity. They push past their pains. And growth happens when we push past our discomfort. This includes, for example, avoiding difficult conversations because you don't feel ready. Either the conversation will be maybe with yourself. You are avoiding having that internal dialogue with yourself because you don't feel ready, because you are afraid of how the truth may come out. Or it could be with other people, either professionally or personally. You're not feeling, just avoid the conversation and you delay it and postpone it and delay it and postpone it until it never gets done at all. You don't have that conversation at all. And what that will do is it will cause you to stay stuck in the same circumstance or dysfunctional relationship, for example, whether at work or in personal relationship. If you are not brave enough to have that dialogue, you will stay the same. There will be no growth, there will be no movement. You'll be stagnated, and it will also damage your resilience. Because sometimes you just have to grit your teeth and do what you need to do in order to move forward and make progress. Lean into the discomfort. I know it's not pleasant, but lean into it for a moment rather than waiting for the perfect emotional state because it may never come. But if you lean into that discomfort in that moment, it's not going to last, okay? But at least you'll be able to confront the situation, have the dialogue, make decision, and move on, okay? So you are not stagnated, and it will boost your resilience as well. Remember, emotions are powerful. They are powerful, but they should be acknowledged, not obeyed. I'm not saying repress your feelings. Acknowledge your feelings, but you don't always have to obey them. To grow, you must learn to rise above temporary feelings and act based on our values, goals, and vision for the future. Okay, I think I'll end this video here because I think it is long enough. I will, however, do a follow-up video. As I've said, I'll do a follow-up video where I will share some practical tips on how to feel what we feel without allowing our emotions to dictate our decisions and stunt our growth. Thank you for your company today. I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it has, and you have found some value in it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video with others also, so they too can benefit from it. Don't forget to click the notification bell so that you can be notified the next time I drop another video. And I would also like to have your comments on the points I've raised in this video and which one of the points resonates most with you. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below and let us dialogue and learn from one another. And until the next video, I will see you again. Thank you for your company. Bye.